What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Adrian Peterson. It's been a while since I've spoken about Adrian Peterson. But one of the last time I really spoke about Adrian Peterson, I spoke about the fact that he was dealing with some financial issues. Now, that was back, I believe, in 2021. And now, reportedly, a judge has ordered Adrian Peterson to turn over assets to pay off his $12 million debt. Because he's been borrowing money for years, even back when he was still playing in the league, to upkeep his lifestyle. He has not been the best with money, and the fact that we have gotten to this point lets you know where he is. Let me say this about a lot of athletes. A lot of these guys, they make this money and they think they're going to be playing sports forever. They're going to be making all these millions forever, but that's just not how it is. Because at some point, that money's going to run out. And if you don't have a plan B or a plan C, then you're going to be borrowing for upkeep of lifestyle. This is a guy that spent, millions of dollars on a birthday party once? Ain't no telling how much money he spent on other birthday parties, on himself and his spouse and, whatever, his children. I just think that Adrian's a guy that came from nothing, had a tough background, and was given an opportunity to make all this money and did not have the financial literacy. But even still, you have players, even like Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco, and I'm going to get to what Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp had to say. But Ocho Cinco was one of those guys that saved money, was very frugal. People made fun of him for being frugal. He still is frugal to this day because he understood that at some point, I don't want to go back to being broke. I don't want to go back to having nothing. So I want to keep what I made. Even Marshawn Lynch, when he was playing, he spent none of his salary. He only spent endorsement money. He never spent any of his salary. So when he retired the first time, he had the majority of the $40 million he made over his career. They understood that at some point football is not going to be there. And I don't think that Adrian really thought about that. Adrian cared more about the lifestyle. Now, he also has been dealing with child support. This man has multiple kids by multiple women. One tragically passed away some years ago due to tragic circumstances. His baby mother's boyfriend took the life of his young son. But he's dealt with child support issues over the years. And also lifestyle that has gotten him to the point to where financially he's not in the best shape. And this is why I tell a lot of you guys, there's nothing wrong with saving money. Now, I don't talk money often. I may have to start doing it because I'm all about financial literacy. I'm all about saving. I'm all about investing when you need to, or not when you need to, when you want to. Not to say when you need to, when you want to, investing. And being able to look towards the future. A lot of these guys don't look towards the future. They look towards what they can do right now. And if they want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, on a certain lifestyle, that's what they're going to do. But I think where he messed up is that he's taken out all these high interest loans that have come back to bite him. And now they're about to start seizing his assets. So we're going to get into this article. Make sure y'all like the video because again, black men, we need to be more financially literate. We need to understand the value of saving money, the value of investing it in the right thing, not in schemes, not into these funds, but investing in ourselves and the things that we want that are going to basically have us in such a good financial situation for the long haul. This according to this particular article here. It says judge orders former Viking Adrian Peterson to turn over assets to pay off his $12 million debt. Court records indicate that Peterson's financial woes started when he took out a $5.2 million loan back in 2016 to pay back debt to other lenders. So he's been borrowing money for years. Now it's 2024. He's been borrowing money since 2016. So he's been borrowing money for 8 years. Or at least started to borrow money 8 years ago. And he was still playing in the league, by the way. This reminds me of a NFL player that borrowed money from his team. Tennessee Titan player. Can't think of his name right now. He borrowed money from the Tennessee Titans years ago. I believe it might have been to pay child support or something. He borrowed money from them. Yeah, man. So let's get into this. Few would argue that former Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is among the best rushers in NFL history. His ability to manage more than $100 million he earned over 15 seasons, however, is in serious question after a judge ordered Peterson to turn over numerous assets to help settle debt that has grown beyond the estimated $12 million. That's crazy. Borrowing money, you should only borrow money if you're looking to make a purchase. Don't borrow money to pay other debt. You'll never get out of debt. I know people take out loans to purchase homes, property, or businesses, right? But to take out loans just to pay off other debt is crazy to me. You'll never get out of debt. USA Today reports that the same Houston area judge ordered the Fort Bend County constables to accompany a court-appointed receiver to Peterson's home in Missouri City, Texas, when he shows up to seize those assets. The receiver, Robert Burtleth, requested a judicial order to prevent the former All-Pro or anyone else from interfering when he arrives at Peterson's home to collect assets. So they're there to grab stuff. Court documents indicate Peterson's financial woes can be traced back to 2016 when he took out a $5.2 million loan to consolidate his debt and pay back other lenders. The agreement called for Peterson to pay back that loan as early as 2017, but a lawsuit says he defaulted within 5 months. Burleth, the court-appointed receiver, accused Peterson of playing a shell game with his assets to avoid paying off the mounting debt, now estimated at $12.5 million. Peterson's money problems led to an $8.3 million court judgment against him in 2021, and Burleth says the former Viking has not paid a dime of that judgment. Peterson's PR firm EAG Sports Management says the loan stems from a business loan arranged by his former financial advisor. Here we go with the financial advisors. This is what get a lot of athletes caught up. Financial advisors are sharks. And if you don't choose the right one, they are going to ruin your life. Look at Clinton Portis, former NFL running back Clinton Portis. He wanted to take the life of his ex-financial advisor. He talked about sitting in the parking lot contemplating taking the life of his ex-financial advisor because he robbed him. He robbed him of a lot of money. And a lot of times these athletes don't have the time to manage their money, so they hire these people who do nothing but steal from them. That's why a lot of times it's best to watch your own money. You better set aside some time to watch your own money, or get some reputable financial people to work with. Reputable, I mean people who have a very clean reputation of not stealing. White said the former financial advisor assured Peterson that the company would be able to repay the loan. Peterson has made numerous attempts to settle with D'Angelo sales, but sources suggest that Paul D'Angelo, the company's owner, appears to harbor a personal animosity towards Peterson, White said. Although this has not been confirmed, every effort to resolve the issue has been rejected. leading to the current legal impasse. I mean, if that's the case, then you probably should have a record of it. You should have a record of it. Maybe they do. But again, he's borrowing to pay lenders. Care 11 previously reported that Peterson was subject of a lawsuit in 2016 when he was accused of defaulting on a $2.4 million loan he took out with Crown Bank in Minneapolis. In the latest chapter in the life of Peterson, whose on-field excellence was tempered by off-field problems, in 2014, he was charged with using a wooden switch to discipline his 4-year-old son. The NFL suspended him for the remainder of the season. Now, remember that. That could have ended his career right then and there. Pointing to the league's personal conduct policy, injuries eventually derailed a career that included a 2012 MVP award, 4 All-Pro selections, and 7 Pro Bowls. Adrian Peterson was drafted out of Oklahoma by the Vikings in 2007 and played in Minnesota through 2016. It's a sad situation, and I talk about financial literacy. I talk about the fact that, you have to really manage your money in the best way that you can, because, a lot of times people will use you. And I'm pretty sure Adrian Peterson had so many people around him as well with their hands out. He taking care of everybody. He taking care of everybody to the point to where, nobody's taking care. He's not taking care of himself. So let's listen to a little bit of what these two had to say.
Got a sad story to share with you.
Oh man, hold on.
Kind of did it last year, but now it's come to a head. Adrian Peterson, who earned more than $100 million during his 15-year NFL career, he now faces a debt in excess of $12 million, and he's been ordered to turn over his assets to pay for it. According to the USA Today, a Houston judge has ordered AP to surrender property to satisfy the debt. Constables have been ordered to seize assets from his home. A court-appointed receiver has accused Peterson of playing a shell game in order to avoid payment. Ocho, man, AP. Bro, you made $100 million. And then he borrowed, I think he borrowed like $5 million in like 2 years the interest. So when you borrow money like that, you got to pay like 20-25% interest, Ocho. So it went from $5 million to like $8 million in 3 years. It might be 50% interest. Ocho. But then you throw a birthday party and you fly everybody. I wish I might have a birthday party. And I fly y'all in to come to my party? Where they do that at? He got camels. He got tigers. Dude thought he was Tarzan for real.
Man, listen, you know how I am. The chat know, hell, the goddamn world know how I am when it comes to finances. And I don't play that. I don't play that. Listen, him being in this situation is very unfortunate. I wish him well and hoping everything turns out in his favor. I'm not sure how this works.
It ain't gonna turn out in his favor. He owed $12 million.
I mean,
and for the looks of it, he ain't got it.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he does. I hope he has something. I hope he has some.
How you take out a loan to throw yourself a birthday party? You better go down there and get about 5 or 6 dozen crabs and some shrimp and say, here you go. Who takes out a loan to throw themselves a birthday party unless you're what? Trying to impress the party goers.
I don't know. That's crazy, man. 100? Damn, man.
Ocho, Ocho, you throw a birthday party and you bring in, what he fly in, 300 people, 300 guests? He flew in 300 guests. I don't know 300 people. If I'm 56, I don't know 300 people. And I damn sure don't know enough of people to fly their ass to my event.
Right.
Man, you think I know 300 buckets, 300 burns? Hell no.
That's messed up, man.
He flew in 320 people.
So they're going over the party, the infamous party where he had all those animals. It was very exotic, right? He kind of went really over the top with it. But let me say this about Adrian Peterson. This video is in no way to shame or demean Adrian Peterson. I'm just speaking on the report because I think it's really sad. I really do. $100 million throughout his career. Did he save any of it? And did he invest it in the right things? It looks like he didn't. And this is why I say athletes, need better people around them. It's interesting because you would think that these athletes are around coaches and general managers, they're around team owners. They could go to those people and say, hey, who are reputable financial people? What are good things I could invest in, right? I want to start a business. Can you help me? I don't think they do that. I think they're listening to their homeboys, or they're listening to some guy that used to give them money in college that became their manager when they got to the league. He don't know what he doing. And they trust those people because those people were helping them out for years. And they say, well, why not trust this person with my financial future? So I really hope that Adrian Peterson can settle this. I remember when Michael Vick was in debt. Michael Vick had to pay that debt off, and he worked until he was able to pay it off. So Adrian Peterson might want to get with Mike Vick and discuss how to clear a lot of this debt and other things and how to move forward financially, if that's what he's looking to do. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to all my other channels. Check out the other videos. I'll see y'all next one.